Any second, we're gonna go live. Any flippin' second. I just have to fear people that I'm not. Okay, we're going live. Okay, we're good. All right, this is. Oh Jesus, we gotta get the script ready. Oh, I got a very special song I'm gonna play for you. It's about feelings. Do you like songs about feelings? 'Cause I don't. Nah, this should be good. It will be good. I'm looking for the script, people. Where did you hide the vegansteven script? I won't know what to say. Okay, I might just have to do this without the script because the script has gone missing. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Sure, look. No script there. Oh, my Lord. Oh, can you hear me calling the script? Alright, the script is not coming. We'll just have to read it off the internet. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for bearing with me. How do you feel about the new camera look, everyone? That's the reason I didn't get any sleep last night. I'm just playing. Hopefully it's not freezing too much. Sure, we'll see what happens. That's a good look there. I see it's after freezing on me. Oh, we're back. Okay. Anytime I touch the computer, the screen just dies. Intro text. Okay, here we go. Okay, so no Instagram today, people, I'm afraid. Where would you like us to be? This fucking Twitch, all that crack. Okay. All characters and events in this show, even those based on real people, are entirely fictional. Celebrity voices are impersonated poorly. Following program contains coarse language, and due to its content should not be used by anyone. Did you get all that? Okay, Vegansteven podcast. Alright. I'm really enjoying this new look. How do you feel about the two cameras and the moving text? Man, I'm only delighted with myself. Alright, here we go. This little song called sure, you can give it a name if you want. I haven't played it in years, so we'll just see what happens. Fuck your Wikipedia facts. Fuck your selfish charity act. Fuck your religious ghost stories. Fuck your job and your degree. 'Cause I don't wanna be part of your politically correct attack. I don't wanna be part of your empty social movement. 'Cause we are the life, and you can't have us, not us, not us. So fuck everyone who's spreading fear. Fuck paying for healthcare. Fuck profiteering rackets. I'm making it up. It's the Vegansteven podcast, 'cause we are the life. You can't have us, not us, not us. 'Cause we are the life. You can't have us, not us. Vegansteven podcast, personal goal, Vegansteven podcast, man. Did I mention the name of the podcast? This is your morning espresso, people. I have a certain energy drink here, and I have a double espresso. I wanted triple, but they said, listen, Vegansteven, you can't be tamed as it is. We got an action-packed show to you today. Action-packed. Did I mention I'm running for president? Are you gonna let this madman run for president? I don't know, man. I'm selling confidence. Abundance mindset. So listen, there's some stuff. Most days I try to talk about something that scares the shit out of me. Yesterday I talked about what happens when I miss my tablets. The world starts going a bit mad. As you can imagine, what happens when you stop taking your heart medication or whatever medication, you're just like, my heart, It's the same across the board. Sometimes. Alright, so today we're talking about paranoia. Paranoia. Has anybody ever tried paranoia at a party? Paranoia is good crack. Paranoia, for me, is trying to think what other people are thinking, or trying to figure out what other people are thinking, and often you've obviously no idea what other people are thinking, like, so it's a hopeless act. But sometimes they're saying like, I'm busy tonight, and you're like, I'm paranoid, maybe they don't like me anymore, or some mad shit. Yes, paranoia. I'm paranoid about getting robbed a lot, so I used to do things like constantly check the door if the door was locked, constantly looking out the window to see what the fuck's going on. Just general stuff, like the whole childhood and all that stuff. So how I helped overcome, and having loads of stupid fights with people because I thought they were doing stuff, and sometimes they were and sometimes they weren't. But just jumping to conclusions without actual fact. It's one thing if you have actual facts to back it up. It's another case just being paranoid because you're an insecure fuck, which I was, and possibly still am, and I may go back to it. Yeah. By the way, there's a Greyhound protest going on in Ireland, and some people I know are speaking at it, and they're fucking whopper. So if you want a hoot and a holler, see what's going on with the Greyhound protests in Ireland. Some good speeches going on, some good crowd rebel rising. Anytime I'm involved in a vegan protest, there's usually just 4 vegans going like, just maybe don't go into the circus, and there's like 5 guards being like, these vegans are starting trouble. 5 fucking guards! Why is there always a load of guards around fucking vegans protesting? Like, vegans are the most innocent fuckers in the world. Like, they're so innocent they don't want to hurt fucking animals. Like, what more innocent do you want? And like, maybe there is a case of like a vegan going on a murder spree, but I don't know. Did I mention Joaquin Phoenix is vegan? Just found that out. I'm fucking delighted. Nice to have you on the team, Gok. He's a good man. I started watching The Joker again last night for the like fucking 4th time, and I was just like, I can't handle this. I just turned it off and started watching comedy, just because it's an amazing film, but it really fucking takes the life out of you. It really drags you down. So yeah, I'm happy with this. We're waiting to use. I kept talking about how we're using different camera angles and shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just so fucking delighted that it looks this professional. Because if anybody remembers, I did about 3 weeks ago I did a publicity stunt. My first publicity stunt. My second one is running for president, but don't tell anyone that's a publicity stunt. Shh. That's just between me and you. Because if I run for president, I get to have my name and face all over the country, and people were like, geez, the vegans are taking over. What's going on? They need to be stopped. So yeah, just shh, keep that between you and me. But I am running for president. I am, and I am. If I have any, people are like, oh, which party are you running for? I don't know. Loads of people throughout time didn't bother with running for, like, bothering with all that party shit, and just fucking paid their way in, which is scary. But what else am I gonna do if I reach 1 billion? I don't know. Sure, look. I mean, when I reach 1 billion. As I always say, there's nothing special about me, so I'm racing you guys to the presidency. I know there's plenty of you guys out there who could do a much better job than me, but you're sitting in your jobby. You're sitting in your jobby and you're scared to run for president. I don't blame you. But if you don't run for president, you'll never run for president. I just love how running for president is like the childhood dream everyone has. They're like, oh yeah, I'll be president, it's not a big deal. And then you get older and your parents and everyone's like, you can't run for president. No, you have to be smart for that, man. You have to be from one of those families to run for president. You have to be, yeah, and then we start believing, oh fuck, maybe I can't do stuff because I'm not from this family and I don't have this and I don't have that. And then you start thinking, man, if I could just buy this and buy that, then maybe I could run for president and all this stuff. So that's the crack of that, you know. Paranoia, though, honestly, it fucks you up. Yeah, it fucks you up, man. You can see, yeah, paranoid as fuck, man. I'm looking out the window. No, but paranoia is just like anything else, so you gotta build it up like a tolerance. Like, how I deal with it is, I used to sleep with the light on. Let me finish. And the blinds open, so everyone could see everything I was doing. Everyone walk past the house could see exactly what I was doing. Because that was the scariest fucking thing I could do. Do you know what? Like, if there was some creep out there, you could just look in and go, oh jeez, I'll break in there. And I still do that more or less to this day. I sleep with the blinds open, so anyone can just look in, like, while I'm sleeping or whatever, which is really fucking scary. But once you deal with the scariest thing you could possibly deal with in your life, it's pretty class, because you're not scared of anything. I've done some awfully stupid stuff just to beat fear, which I know is obviously not a good idea, and I could have died or whatever, so yeah, whatever. But I'd rather do that than... I was just getting so sick of, like, hiding in my house and just being afraid, so I was like, fuck it, let's beat this fucker. Something else I did, I used to walk through really dodgy parks and laneways and shit at night, looking to pick fights, because I was really sick of getting beaten up. And I think I had my phone robbed off me like 7 times. I was just attacked and beaten up, just because I had really low self-confidence. I was walking around like this, and fuck me, it was shy crack. But yeah, to beat that fear, I just started walking around all these dodgy as fuck areas and just practiced looking up at the sky, because I used to always just look down and I was just like, why are these people beating me up? It makes no sense. None of my friends have their phone robbed 7 times. None of them, and I'm constantly getting beat up. So I was like, fuck's sake. But yeah, so maybe I could have got stabbed, but on the upside I didn't, and I'm super confident after walking through all those, being all in those fucking dodgy ass situations, mixing with people who were trying to attack me and all the rest of it, and yeah, I don't know. There's obviously a line of fearless and stupidity. Like, you're too fearless, you will die. Because all the rest of it. But there's been so many relationships I've let go to shit just because I thought the other person was doing something. Like, there was no... I was just so paranoid about it, do you know what I mean? Like, family members and so on, like, I wouldn't see them because I thought, oh, what did they mean by that when they said that thing to me? And what did they mean by this? And what did they mean by that? And what's this mean? Just overthinking every possible thing you can overthink. I'm all for thinking, but when you're thinking, when you're in a negative mindset and you start thinking, your thoughts are going to attract negative thoughts. Where if you think in a positive mindset, your thoughts are going to attract positive thoughts. Like, so someone slaps you in the face and you're like, oh, I'm going to fucking murder them. Or else they slap you in the face and go, oh, they must be having a bad day today. Which is the right answer? Slap them the fuck back? Nah. I probably would. But what the fuck do I know? Just a lad in the shed. I was watching some mad shit last night, speaking of paranoia. Be careful what I say. Mel Gibson, Shia LaBeouf, and the greatest actor of all time, played the Godfather. His name's gone. They all had these public outbursts, and they all went paranoid as fuck. And yeah, were they right? I don't know. What are they saying? Godfather actor. I know you're all screaming this at home. Man, this guy is a fucking legend. Marlon Brando. Fuck me. He's the intelligence of a fucking god. Yeah, it's really fucking good. Marlon Brando. But basically they all had these public incidents where the whole world was against them and like, you can't do that, you can't say that. And they were like, oh, these people are doing all this mad shit and everyone needs to know. Yeah, so paranoia can get it can make you lose your job. Like, those guys were nearly fucking career ruined over paranoia. And self-control over their thoughts and so on. I know it's very easy to get mixed in with friends. Like, when you're paranoid, you end up attracting friends who are paranoid, then it amplifies your paranoia. When you are super outgoing and positive, you end up attracting people who are super outgoing and positive, and then you get even more super outgoing and positive. So what was it? Nature attract, not opposites attract. Like attracts like. Like attracts like. So if you're very fucking suicidal, you're gonna end up attracting people in your life who are very fucking suicidal. It's just, I don't know, it's just like they can see, oh, that lad's wearing a hat. I also wear a hat. I might go up and talk to him. It's just one of those fucking things. I just got this from reading psychology books. You know, it'd be a cool episode going into body language and going into. I studied that extensively. You can tell what people are thinking, or at least what kind of thoughts they were thinking by where their eyes go. So you can tell if someone's lying, or not someone's lying, but you can tell if someone's thinking of words or visual triggers, and if someone's being creative or looking through their memory, depending on where their eyes go. For example, if you look one way, it means you're trying to think of a word. If you look the other way, it means you're trying to remember a word. If you look, yeah. And then if you look down and to the left or something, it's like internal dialogue. It's mad. Read a few books on it. It's true to a certain extent. Another absolutely mental thing which would be cool to have is micro expressions. So micro expressions are like when you smile, but you know you shouldn't smile, so it looks like this. That's a micro expression. So it shows what the person's really thinking, like what the person wants to do, and then it's corrected by the social situation, which is like, oh shit, don't smile. It's like the initial emotional feeling, like, and then, oh, I'm meant to be happy now. Micro, I just said it, micro expressions. But I said, I have all this knowledge about, like triggers and all this mad shit, But I was looking at it in a negative way, so then I started being like, oh, that person was possibly lying because they look this way. Just mad shit. You gotta have the old benefit of the doubt. Like if someone's a dick, like consistently or whatever, you know, to maybe see a little bit less of that. Little bit less of that. Is it time for the news? Well, basically, yeah. I was when I was an old nipper. Wasn't great with people. Study people a lot. Still misinterpret them with my own paranoia, because my paranoia was spilt into every other part of my life, and I thought people were against me from all bits and bobs. Alright, is it time for break time, is it? Is this your morning espresso? Okay, world news. Alright, I'm just reading this off the top of my head. Alright, baby. North Korea is facing a poor harvest. Okay. BBC 2 days ago. Sweden 100 explosions this year. What's going on? That was the BBC. SPD duo aimed to lead Germany out of neoliberal wilderness. Neoliberal wilderness. Oh my Jesus. What a fucking slap. That's like being slapped in the face with a cold salmon, man. Hong Kong presents the coverage of financial sector after day of unpredicted violence. Alright, so that's the Guardian 7 hours ago. Saudi stabbings. Ooh, that sounds cool. And by cool I mean ear catching. Saudi stabbings. 3 theatre performers attacked during show. That's a shite one. That's real scary. Like, you know, like if you're performing on stage. If you're performing on stage, man, people can just do. They can fucking throw bottles at you. They can do fucking anthem, man. Being on stage is like, I don't know, taking your life into your own hands, there, baby. All right. British founder of white helmets found dead, Istanbul. Helmets is spelled Helmets. I'm presuming I'm pronouncing that wrong. Oh, can I get this to read it? No, I haven't figured out how to get it to read it. Yesterday I was getting it to read it out by accident, and we're working. The vegansteven team is working on it. Hoodie. Hoodie gets Quebec, Quebec. Quebec. Hoodie gets Quebec politician thrown out of legislate. Sorry about that. There's no hope me understand what that means. What happened to Trump's promise on gun control? Okay. And France puzzled over very pure cocaine washing up an Atlantic coast. Oh my word. Cyclone Bulbul kills 13 across India and Bangladesh. Alright, that's a bit of... That's the first thing I'm typing into Google now, but we're going to look for a different source of media, which is Russia Today. Because I heard a little birdie told me they have a different idea on the news. So we got the same stories yesterday. WhatsApp, sleeping rough in Europe's economic powerhouse. Homeless on the rise in Germany. Alright, so Germany are a few more homeless people in Germany. Okay. Man attacks Chinese kindergarten with chemicals. Oh, shite one. Injuring more than 50 children. This is November 12th, and that was out at 7 a.m. Okay, Pakistani pop star. And it says her name, which is like Rabi Perzala, who posted suicide vest. Turns to religion after quitting showbiz over leaked new nudes. Jesus. Yeah. I don't know. I think that there's gonna be a naked picture of everyone in the world in like 20 years. Like it's gonna be something weird. Like there's some kind of mandatory fucking weird thing or something. It's gonna be fucking weird. The future's gonna be very fucking weird. But it's kind of weird. It's kind of unusual people being so insecure about nudes, just because like everyone knows what everyone looks like under the skin. Like everyone knows. Everyone has a little bit of cellulite or like a few wrinkles, or you can kind of tell by looking at someone. Like, yeah, you can tell like how big their chest is, and I don't know. Like, it's just people are afraid of being vulnerable, isn't it? It's obviously, yeah. People aren't happy. Okay, we're on to the next one. Bulgaria's disposed Evo morals seek asylum in Mexico, but vows to return with more strength and energy. Fair play to him. Martin Scorsese didn't get Black Panther because he's white. Says a Marvel star in attempt to make everything about social justice. I like how. Oh my god. Jesus. I don't know. I love how he made that outrageous statement. Like, oh, people just didn't like my song because they're a different race to me. Like, if someone doesn't like my music, I don't just go, oh, they're fucking a different race. I just go, okay, I'm gonna write a better song. Fuck me. Take responsibility for yourself. But obviously, Paranoia is probably getting to him. Who knows? Martin Scorsese had a good few films in him. I haven't seen many films by this Black Panther lad. Yeah. There you are. Fair play to him. Hopefully he'll be in more films. Oh shit. Did the camera just turn off? It did. That's alright, people, we're back. We'll come back now. It's just been a little technical issue. We're just sorting it out now. We'll be up and running any moment. This is to be expected. This is live! Alright. We're coming back live. Wait! Come on. Come on. We're nearly there. Okay. Why isn't it? Okay. Oh, Jesus. Alright. I will quickly sort this out. I just have to go into the back end. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Listen, it's after being an absolute shit show. I know what to do though. Is this still working? Okay. Yeah, discard. Okay, discard. Okay. We're just gonna have to use this camera because I don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay? Let's put this in the background. Okay, we're back. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I think I have to do something with my camera so it never turns off. So this is the laptop camera. So you guys let me know which one you guys prefer, and we'll get to that, my love. Oh, man, that really confused me. Okay, I gotta get back on track. Alright. Got a little thing about H&M here. Slammed for using designers' initials. Violence against women. Okay. Yeah. Violence against people is obviously bad, but it's not like if you see a sign that just says hit women, you're not just going to suddenly turn into a man beater. Like, that's not how it works. You don't just see a hidden a message on the wall that just says, oh, hitting women's cool, and then you start going around beating the shit out of women. It's not how it fucking works, alright? People are... Give people a little bit of credit, alright, H&M? You clickbait fucker. Alright. I think we might have to move this over here just to keep a little bit of yum. Okay. Here we go. Top six reasons people go vegan. I think we read that yesterday, 2 days ago, 1 day ago. Yeah, man, where's the new news? Where is the news? Giving up on me. I thought you said we were in love, baby. Well, do what you wanna do, 'cause I don't have a clue. How do you go? Got this feeling, wanna give in. How do you go? You'll find your way. You'll find your way. Alright, plantbasednews.org. Animal testing shut down. Okay, but I'd be very in and out with this because otherwise I'll just start crying. Vegan cheese giant to work with dairy farmer to turn plant-based. Okay, fair play to you. Once again, this is plant-based news. Disneyland's cultural director, plant-based is what our guests are looking for. Okay. Celebrity singer Kesha unveils new vegan makeup line. Okay. Billie Eilish offers free tickets to fans taking environmental action. The cynical part of me is just like, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. If you don't know that nice, say nothing. Okay, here we go. Irish news. Woo! Turkish government planning to deport Irish nationals caught in Syria. Oh my word. 16 hours ago, 15 minutes ago, Vodafone proposed to quit India unless government intervenes. Who gives a fuck? Oh, wait, hang on. To quit. Oh, okay. I'm gonna chill out. I'm just being emotional. Okay. 7 hours ago, real IRA members recruited to help Kevin Looney kidnap and torture. 19 hours ago, man 21 who didn't listen to the wise counsel of his mother jailed for 7 years. Okay. Why, yeah, oh, ba ba da ba 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 ba, hey, yeah, ba la lo. Is there any I started playing back my own live stream there, man. Got fucking freaked. That's Inception, man. That's Inception. Alright. have we done so far? We got cold showers was yesterday. How did you guys find that? Cold showers are shite crack, but they're good for depression. Coffee. I have coffee every day, so I decided to do a bit of research on that. How are you getting on? Have a full episode on that. Dr. Boogie, astral projection. That was 2 days ago. That was all about astral projection is how you can go outside your body while you're dreaming. Is it true? I don't know. But we had a lovely gentleman called Dr. Boogie who was telling you guys all about it for 2.5 hours straight. Then we had an introduction to music where we talked about all the deep philosophy of music, and we had a gentleman on who teaches music professionally every single day of his life. We have Brainwashing Assassins, which was about how fucking people used opium to trick people that were dead and then convince them the only way they could get as high again as the opium high was if they killed some people or whatever. Okay. Then we have Make Money Now. So we go into 5 reasons on why you don't need to go to college, why you can just learn as you go along. Sun Tzu, Art of War. How do you guys feel when these lads go, you know, celebrities just lose their minds and they start like they're found like fucking masturbating in the middle of the street? Like, what the fuck do they be doing to lose their mind? They have all these outrageous pressures. Shia LaBeouf was saying he was doing an audition for a film, and the director said before anything he wanted like a load of pictures of Shia LaBeouf's dick before anything. Like before, they were like, listen, before we even screen test you, we need a load of pictures of your dick, and Shia LaBeouf had to do it, otherwise he wouldn't have got the role. It's what he said. Like, I'm not making this shit up. Mel Gibson's had a load of mad shit as well. I don't know what's going on. They often say like, am I a genius, am I a madman? They're not talking about Vegan Steve, they're talking about themselves. Alright, we got time management. Time management's so important, man. Look after your time and your time will look after you, maybe. Branding is how I figured out how to make money and make it big. You can see branding all around me. We got it all here. It's all here now, my love, let's go. We got an episode on systems. So what's really cool about systems is, I already talked about this, but there's in storytelling, every film you've ever seen is based on, can we get this in close? It's based on the 7 main story types, okay? So we got, what's here? Overcoming the monster here. Alright. Then we got Rags to Riches, that's Aladdin. So what's Overcoming the Monster? Dracula. Okay. Then we got The Quest, which is King Solomon's Mines, Watership Down, The Odyssey. I don't know any of those personally. Unfortunately, that's The Quest. The Voyage, which is Alice in Wonderland, Peter Rabbit. So that's The Voyage. We got Comedy, which is, it just says Oscar Wilde and some other ones I haven't heard of. Comedy. We got The Old Tragedy, which is Macbeth, Bonnie and Clyde, Julius Caesar. Okay, it's one of those. And finally Rebirth, which is Sleeping Beauty, The Frog, and all those good boys. Okay. So what's mad is with systems is every film you've ever seen is basically just one of these straight up, or a combination of 2 or 3. So when you realise like how things work, it's fucking mind-blowing. Like when I realised the basic song structure for almost every pop song ever, it made my life so fucking easy. And as soon as I figured out the 7 main plot points, it made writing concept albums and writing scripts and all sorts of writing so easy, because it goes through, like, anyone can get this off the internet. I wish they gave me this my first English class, because I'd be writing essays all day long. Let's just go through one of them, because it just goes through. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things. There's a formula for everything. Like, think about The Simpsons, one of the best shows of all time. I think they got something like 28 seasons or something. Although people always say, oh, the first 5 seasons are the best, because they were when I grew up. And then their kids will say, oh no, season 17 is the best because that's when I grew up. And it's all about what it means to you. So let's go through one of these that everybody knows. Let's say Aladdin. That sounds grand. Okay, we've got Cinderella and Aladdin, okay? So this is rags to riches. So you can imagine, right? It's based into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different parts. So you can just slot in your own little things here and write your own rags to riches stories, okay? So the first act is based into 5 little sections, which are probably divided into 3 acts, and so on, okay? So once again, rag to riches, here we go. The Call. So this is initial wretchedness at home. Alright, so in Cinderella, that Aladdin, that was like getting chased by the guards and the evil sisters. Alright, so you can imagine how you could come up with your own thing, like about, I don't know, a lad who lives at home or whatever, his own rags to riches stories. Fuck, this is a rags to riches story. Fuck, man, you are following your own rags to riches stories right now, because I'm showing you how to make money, get out of your life or whatever, right before your very eyes, how to monetize your art. Okay, the challenge, out into the world. Fuck, that's like me being in the fucking shed doing a live cast. That's mental. You guys let us know what your fucking challenge was. We got, so out into the world, what was that for Cinderella and all that? Just kind of going into the woods and kind of being a man, I guess, or woman. Just taking charge of your life is what I mean when I say being a man. So chill out. Conflict. The central crisis. Alright, so what was that in Cinderella? Maybe that she wanted to go to the party and couldn't go. I don't know. Aladdin, he liked the woman, but the woman wouldn't like him because he didn't have a few bob. Didn't have his own PlayStation, so she didn't like him. All he had was a bus pass. Alright. Growth. Independence is what it says here. So in Cinderella, I don't even know, I can't even remember what happened in Cinderella. Independence, maybe that in Aladdin, that's when he became a prince or something with the genie. And in Aladdin, so 2 other examples of this are The Expectations and David Copperfield, if any of you guys know that. We got Independence, which is, I guess, when the guy finds the genie in Aladdin. And then The Solution. So this is final union, completion and fulfillment. Okay, so in Cinderella, I don't remember what happens, but let's just say she gets with the prince and then she has a few bob. And in Aladdin, I can't remember what happens. Maybe he marries the prince and then princess and then he gets a few bob. So at the start, they're poor. They had a challenge which forced them to come out of themselves and go into the big bad world, get a job or whatever. Conflict, something wasn't right and they had to change something about themselves to succeed, whether that's believing themselves or run for president or whatever the fuck it is. Independence, taking charge of their own lives regardless of people around them. Final union and completion, reaching the goals, clear goal which you've set yourself, whether it's 1 billion or whatever you're into. Jeez, that's fucking choosing your plots, which is pretty good. So this is like the fucking the blueprint to a lot of life and shit, I find. I'm gonna see, can I go live. I know what you're saying, kids. Nah, fuck Instagram. Fuck them. If they don't want to be part of the party, fuck them. I know what you're saying, baby. Alright, it's thinking about it. No, okay. Alright. Oh! How many cups of coffee do you guys have in the morning? I finally gotta have a few. Okay. How do you... Alright, voyage and return. That's a good one. Okay, so this is Alice in Wonderland, Peter Rabbit. Alright, so we got the call. This is the voyage and return. Okay? So the call in Peter Rabbit, Alice in Wonderland, fall into the other world. Fucking hell, that's very literal for Alice in Wonderland. This reminds me of Pan's Labyrinth and shit. Voyage and return has a picture of a big boat. Alright, the challenge. This is the dream stage. Man, what is even happening? This is very psychedelic shit. The challenge is the dream stage. Personally, like, I don't really understand. I'd have to watch one of these films again to kind of get it. But it's mad. It's like there's an actual formula for having like a classic film. It's mad. That's why when you go to a cinema, you can kind of tell what's going to happen at the end, because a lot of these stories are just following the same pattern. Do you know what I mean? They just doing the same thing that you were doing yesterday in another way. We got some conflict, some frustration and stage, the nightmare stage, the thrilling escape, the dream stage. Alright, we got the challenge, which is the dream stage. I guess that might be where she's falling around the place, I don't know. Conflict, frustration stage. So is that where Peter Rabbit's nicking the carrots out of the field and then the farmer's chasing him? I don't know. Growth. So this is the nightmare stage. Okay, so maybe that's where Alice in Wonderland's fighting with the Queen or something. Okay. Solution, thrilling escape and return. So I guess in Alice in Wonderland she came back to Earth or something like that. So it's all here, man. And you'll see when you go to the cinema, there's going to be probably one of each of these films in the cinema. Just fucking keep an eye out for it. You got one film which someone's making a few bob, that's rags to riches. We got one film where they're overcoming the monster, that's kind of a horror film. Dracula, all that kind of crack. And then we got the comedy, like what we all know is fucking comedy in there. There's a tragedy, that could be someone, you know, it's one of those films where someone dies of cancer or one of those awful things. That's like Julius Caesar and the Boys. There's so much even in the 7 main story types. There's so much overlap because they all have the same structure, different things put in them. Like they all have a call, they all have a challenge, they all have conflict, they all have growth, and they all have a solution. So you can even see there what people want. Like that's the structure of every classic movie you've ever seen, pretty much. Alright, call, challenge, conflict, growth, solution. And all that happens is in the different subgenres, just like with music, rap, classical, and so on. They have the same, often have the same kind of, 3 minutes 30 seconds length, and then the structure of that is so on. Even with classical people go, oh, classical is so fucking, oh, well. Classical is done generally, from my experience, is done in 3 acts. Okay. They all follow the same fucking shit, man. The first act is like where they tell you the idea of the fucking thing. then they change it a little bit in the middle, so you want to hear that first idea again, and then they play the first idea with all the fucking instrumentation and all that. You're like, oh yes, the first idea again, oh I love this. Same with fucking, it's the same thing with fucking everything, man. You got the drop in the middle, you got the start, up at the start, up the end, down in the middle. Bit of a lad finding his way in the world. And let's just have a little quick Google of paranoia. P-A-R-O-N-I-A. Okay, paranoia. It's because what do I know about paranoia? Okay, well, right, in facts, what are symptoms of paranoia? Okay. Believing that others have hidden motives or are out to harm you. Okay. So I talked about that, someone trying to break in my house or whatever. Misunderstanding people's facial emotions or whatever. Doubting the loyalty of others. Doubting the loyalty of others. Okay. Being hypersensitive to criticism. Okay, man. Hypersensitive to criticism. I'm definitely I fall into that category, unfortunately. Having trouble working with others. Jeebers. Okay. Being quick to become angry and hostile. Whoa! Becoming detached or socially isolated. Whoa! I think this is dipping into paranoid. That's a personality disorder. I didn't really want to get into that. I just wanted to get into the general kind of things, just general paranoia, like, you know, like, is my boss gonna fire me, that kind of just everyday kind of stuff. I didn't want to get too fucking deep. How to treat paranoia, it goes into with drugs and so on. Okay. Does paranoia go away? Goes into like when paranoia is outside the range of, yeah, okay. How do I stop overthinking? Raise awareness throughout the day. How do I stop paranoid thinking? It says, number 4, enjoy life. Okay. Okay. Sure, do you know what? We'll just have a little look at Wikipedia. So, for my personal definition, I don't know what the fuck these guys are going to say, is paranoia is worrying about things that are out of your control. That's what it means to me anyway. Trying to figure out what things that you could have no way of possibly knowing about, and then jump to conclusions that these things are to harm you or whatever. Okay. So paranoia is an instinct or thought process which is believed to be heavily influenced by anxiety or fear, often to the point of delusion or, I'm going to say irritability, I think it's a different word. Paranoid thinking typically includes beliefs of conspiracy concerning a perceived threat towards oneself. Okay, you'll find this a lot of people who believe in conspiracy theories. They can be quite paranoid. They're like 9/11, aliens, all this mad shit. And there's obviously like a chance that they are right, but it's not very high. Like, it's not proven, so they're literally just freaking out over stuff that has no proof, if you know what I mean. Like, you can look at the grass and go, right, the grass is green, because it is green and everyone knows it's green. Okay, anyway, it's basically just guessing is what paranoia is. Okay, what else have we got, baby? Paranoia is distinct from phobias, which also involve fear, but usually no blame, making false accusations and general disgust of other people also frequently accompany paranoia. For example, an incident most people would view as an accident or coincidence, a paranoid person might believe was intentional. Exactly what I'm talking about. Paranoia is central symptom of psychosis. Oh shit, not psychosis, damn! That's not good. Alright, so that sounds like a nice definition. That kind of tied things together nicely. I like that. And you know what, for the crack I might have a little look. 7 main story types. So yeah, paranoia is kind of like what happens when you think too much of it. And here's how, do you know what? Here is how. There's different for the 7 main story types. Some people say there's only 5, some people there's only 4, and so on. So even the writers can't agree on how many story types there are, but generally it's believed, since like Shakespeare and all the rest of it, believed that there was 7 main story types. And here's a book which is recommended by Mr. Google. It's possibly an ad, who knows? It's called The 7 Basic Story Plots, and it's by Christopher Booker. How good is that? If you're a writer and your name is Book, how good is that? My name is Mr. Book, and I write books. The 7 basic story types. Okay, why we tell stories. Analysis of their stories, psychological meaning, and he worked for 34 years on the book. Shit, man. That's some things to be thinking about. Alrightio. So, man, paranoia. And do we have any little things just to wrap things up? Alright. So basically all I'm trying to get across to you is that don't worry about being paranoid, because it's just, everyone does it a little bit, and it's just a fucking symptom of life. You don't need to be like, oh, my world's over because I'm paranoid. You can do little things to deal with it, such as I said, I went to the extreme, okay, so maybe don't listen to me. But for me, I was afraid of being attacked, so I went into dangerous situations where I was likely to be attacked. I walked around in the dark in parks because it was the scariest thing I could think of, and then I was no longer scared of ghosts or being attacked by boogeymen, because I went in there ready for fucking anything. Yeah, so obviously not the smartest thing, but it made me fearless. And to me, if I'm not fearless, I'm in big trouble, okay? I gotta make sure I'm constantly on top of my fears. As I said, billionaires and shit jump out of airplanes with parachutes just to make sure they have constant control of their fear. Because if you let fear into your mind, it's gonna make you stay at home and never leave the house. And never run for president, never get a billion. It'll keep you away from abundance mindset. We've only got 10 seconds left, people, so listen. You're all looking very great, and I like what you're doing with all the things that you're doing. And okay, we're gonna wrap this up. I fear this is gonna be like a few seconds under 1 hour, and but sure, fuck it. We'll let her rip. And we're just going to end this podcast now. So email your questions in, and we'll be happy to get to you. We'll also take live questions and answers. I'm just going to have a quick look on the live stream, or maybe I won't. So okay, this is my first day using this new software, so I'm trying to figure out how to turn it off. But listen, love life and all the rest of it.